Welcome back everybody to my kitchen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have a new what's for dinner. I have 3 pasta ideas and 1 dessert. I know all the carbs, all the greatness of carbs was made up in this house. But anyways, this is in collaboration with Jess. Her channel is Jess and The Boys. I would really appreciate it if you would click down in my description and click on the link down below to go and check her out. I would really appreciate it. She does what's for dinners, she does cleaning motivation. Sometimes they do day in the life vlogs just like I do. So if you like my channel, you will definitely love hers. Her and her husband, they make some amazing meals, awesome meal ideas. They need their own restaurant. Let's just be honest, they need their own restaurant. You will see whenever you go and check out her video, they have the most wonderful recipes that you could ever imagine. So definitely go and watch her channel, subscribe to her. I adore her. So if you're coming from Jess's channel, thank you so much for coming. I hope you go and check out some of my other videos and hopefully you will subscribe. So getting on to it, if you want to see what I have in store for you, then just keep watching. Okay, to start off this pasta palooza, we're gonna start doing a spicy shrimp pasta. I've got 1 pound of shrimp, and then I have a pasta kit that I got from HEB, but this pasta is so dupable. It's super easy. All you need is little cherry tomatoes, 1 box of penne pasta, some infused oil, which I will have a link down below on Amazon. I bought a whole kit with different infused oils. I will definitely be putting down in the description some different spices that would go really well with this recipe that is dupable for the little packet that it came with. For the shrimp, all I did was use some Tony Chachere's, some paprika, and a little bit of garlic powder to saute them up. And I also used some olive oil and 1 tablespoon of butter in this skillet and just saute them up until they were nice and pink on all the sides with a tiny bit of crispiness. I didn't want to boil the shrimp in the oil or the butter. I just wanted to crisp them up. Now I've got my noodles done and I'm using the same pot that I boiled the noodles in. I'm just putting in that oil. It's a tablespoon of the infused oil and then also 2 tablespoons of regular olive oil. You're gonna quarter the tomatoes and simmer them down for about 8 minutes until it gets a nice little roux on the bottom. And then you're gonna put in all of your spices. Again, I'll put down in the description all the different spices that will go great with this meal. Now I've put the pasta back in on top of the tomatoes. I'm putting in my cooked shrimp. I'm gonna mix that up really, really well. And I'm gonna be putting in about a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. That makes the whole difference with this meal. I've also put in a handful of red pepper flakes because this is a little bit on the spicy side. Not horrible spicy, but good spicy. I've topped it with some more Parmesan cheese. I can't get enough of the cheese, and some parsley. And it's done in under 20 minutes. And this next meal is gonna be another crock pot chicken meal. This was really, really good. You just need some penne pasta, some chicken breast, some pesto, Parmesan cheese, some basil, butter, some cream cheese and mozzarella cheese, some garlic, and sea salt. So first you're gonna need to get some chicken breast. Now I did chicken breast tenderloins. I put 6 of them in there. I topped them all off with this pesto. And now I'm gonna be going in with the pesto. I covered each of the tenderloins really well with all of the pesto. I went in with a 1/2 cup of cream cheese and then a 1/2 stick of butter that I just cubed up and put on top of there. And then I sprinkled in a little bit of the roasted garlic that's pre-minced in the little jars. I am loving that stuff, by the way. And now I cooked mine on high for 4 hours, or you can do, if you're going to work, on low for 8 hours. It depends on what you want. And once it's done, you take your chicken out and cut it up or shred it up, whatever you prefer. I like mine a little on the chunky side. And then make sure you get all the cream cheese whisked up that's on the bottom. That's gonna make your sauce. I like it creamy, so I think next time I'm gonna put in a little extra of the cream cheese. I'm just putting it back into the pot, and I will be putting on top of the chicken all of the penne pasta, getting everything nice and mixed. And I'm also gonna be putting in some mozzarella. I'm gonna be putting in some Parmesan cheese and then mixing it up. Sorry about that. And then I just have some mozzarella cheese that I had shredded up, put it all on top and leave it there. Don't mix it just yet. You're gonna put the lid back on and let it keep cooking for 15 minutes until all of the cheese is melted, and then you're ready to serve. And then I just served it with a bag of steamable Brussels sprouts. I took some butter and some of that garlic and melted it all together, and then just topped off the Brussels sprouts with it and mixed it all up. And that was dinner for the night. And I'm telling you, this meal was so stinking good. We ate on it for like 3 days because it was delicious. And lastly, we have a BLT pasta salad. You'll need 1 bag of garden rotini. You'll need some romaine lettuce. You'll need some cherry tomatoes, 1 seedless cucumber. We'll also need 1 package of thick sliced bacon, and you will need some pepper jack cheese. Now this recipe is so simple. You boil your noodles, you fry up your bacon, you cut up all of your vegetables and shred your cheese and put it all into 1 big bowl. What really made this whole meal was the dressing, and this dressing recipe came from Anne, and her channel is Anne's Family Recipes. I'm going to be linking her down below, and then I'll also put down the ingredients down below as well. You're gonna need some mayonnaise, you're going to need some sour cream, you're going to need some Dijon mustard, and you're gonna need some garlic powder, some sea salt, some black pepper, and some white vinegar. You'll also need a dash of sugar. Now, I put chives in this dressing just because I needed to use them up before they went bad, but I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't even taste the chives. Now, I doubled this recipe just because I had a lot of pasta and I had a lot of lettuce in there that needed to be covered, and I'm one that likes a lot of dressing in mine. So if you are not one that likes a ton of dressing, just use the original recipe and not double it. This was definitely a winner, so try this recipe out. And then finally, dessert. I did some s'mores bars. You just need 1 crescent roll sheet, not the crescent rolls. This is just the 1 large sheet. You're gonna need some Hershey bars. I used 4 bars, the large bars. And then also 1 big package of the larger marshmallows. And all I'm doing here is just making kind of like a well around it, a wall, not a well, a wall. And then I will be shaking on some cinnamon and a little bit of sugar, but you can skip out on that sugar. This stuff was so stinking sweet. It was a little on the nauseating side, so skip out on the sugar portion. And then I just baked it at the package's recommendation, and then you're just gonna break up your chocolate bars, place them all on there, and then you're gonna take your marshmallows and put them all on top. And then you just place them in the oven and broil them for just a couple minutes. And here you see why. I had them in for at least 5 minutes. We had an emergency with children fighting and my marshmallows ended up burning. And all you do is just cut them up and you're ready to go. This was actually really good. Even with the burnt marshmallows, it was delicious. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below in the comment which pasta you might be trying. I love pasta, obviously. Who doesn't? But anyways, thank you so much again for sharing your time with me, and I'll see you in my next one.